Hey, good morning, everyone. How y'all doing? And welcome to Real Talk with your boy MRK Coffee in the morning. I hope each and every one of you guys out there got your coffee. You guys have woken up to a great and blessed day. Today is Tuesday, February 13th, 2024. All right, one more day, then it's Valentine's Day for all y'all love heads out there, man. Hey, man, welcome to my podcast. I'm Martez Rafael Kirkland. I am your host for today, man, and we definitely got a banger for today's show. And I want each and every one of you guys, if you are tuning in to TikTok, to go over to YouTube and make sure you subscribe. If you're on Facebook, hey, go ahead and share this podcast out, like, comment, and go to YouTube and make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel and everything. We got a lot of good things in store for you today, and we're gonna get right at it. What I do each and every day. If you don't know, Mondays through Fridays, 10:30 to about 11:30ish. Sometimes it goes over a little bit. We do the morning inspiration. It inspires me, and I hope it inspires you. I throw out there, since it's Black History Month, I go out and get a inspirational quote for someone that was a big influence in the Black African American culture since it's Black History Month this February. All right, and it starts off like this: for the morning inspiration, defining myself as opposed to being defined by others is one of the most difficult challenges I face. And that was said, and that was quoted by Carol Mosley Braun. She was a political leader and a politician and a lawyer. All right. And I'm gonna read that again so each and every one of you guys can hear it and really take it in and soak it in, so you can retain the information and the words that is being spoken and the words that is being said. Defining myself as opposed to being defined by others is one of the most difficult challenges I face, by Carol Mosley Braun. Um, when I came across this quote today, it really connected with me based off of, we all are trying to go somewhere. We all are trying to become something in our lives. And we only get one life that we live, right? We only get one life that we live. And this journey that we go on in life, and the paths and the directions that we take are all different from each other's. And honestly, the only way that I can really truly understand this is because you can try to reach, to try to obtain something, try to become something. You may have this fixated image of who you are, but the only way that you can really know self is be able to know who you are and be able to define yourself. Take those journeys on and to reach who you are supposed to be. It's almost like that purpose driven life. What is your purpose? Who has God made you to become while you're on this earth? And a lot of people don't find that. A lot of people go through their whole life searching and don't know who they truly are. So define yourself opposed to being defined by others, right? And what that means is we allow people to tell us who we actually are. We allow people to tell us, what we're going to be, based off of maybe our circumstances, our environment, based off of what they see us as while they're looking at us in real time. But only God knows, and yourself knows where you truly want to go with your life. And only God knows what the journey that you're going to probably partake on. And don't let others define you, regardless of what you have done in your life, what you haven't done in your life. Don't allow people to define what you will become and who you are, right? that's one of the most difficult challenges that I believe we all face. Trying to get to a place of knowing who you are and defining who you are. If you ask somebody to talk about themselves, there's a lot of people that are going to have a lot of what? A lot of people it's going to be hard for you. It's hard to talk about yourself, whether it's positive, unless you're just a confident, boastful type of, I don't know, maybe a little bit arrogance in their person, right? And confidence is good. Being secure with who you are is great. But a lot of people struggle with that. A lot of people don't know who they are. A lot of people cannot define who they are. And I'm one to say that I'm continuing to still define myself, and God is still working on me. He's still, writing my story. So I know that, who I am and who you see me as right now, I probably won't be the same man 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. I hope that I will evolve and develop into something even greater, right? So define yourself as opposed to being defined by others, right? And that is probably one of the most difficult paths and journeys that we all take on, far as in the life that we live in this world, in this society, right? The society that is so pessimistic and negative because we see the bad in others before we can see the good in each other. Because a lot of times when they see, I say this, when you are more so to look down on someone and pick apart, it's because you don't like what you see in the mirror. So, hey, let's get to a place of knowing who we are. Let's find our purpose. Let's not let others define who we are and what we're going to be, and take on that challenge. Take on that challenge because it is one of the most difficult challenges probably in our lives that we will ever face, is finding who you are, defining yourself, and what your purpose is while you're on this earth. All right. So that's the morning inspiration. Defining myself as I opposed to being defined by others is one of the most difficult challenges I face. By Carol Mosley Braun, politician and lawyer. All right, let's go ahead and keep it hold on right quick. Let me go ahead and do this right. What was I doing? There we go, right there. There we go. That's my banger. Gonna be a little music in the background right there. One of my tracks and I'm gonna be working on in the future. That tune that you hear in the background, man, that's produced by John Doe, aka known as Denzel Richardson. He's my younger brother, man. Very talented artist and producer. All right, so the next thing is we're gonna move on to today's shout outs. Every day, if you don't know, if you ain't tuned into my podcast, Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 11:30ish, I do a shout outs. And this is to shout out someone or somebody's or an organization that is doing things that are positive, enlightening, and that brings a great influence to myself, to you, and to the community and to the world. And we don't shout out our friends all the time. So this goes out to all my good friends that I have. And I don't have a lot of good friends. I can count my friends on one hand. Not two hands, one hand. And the reason why I only have friends on one hand is because it developed from my childhood. I can remember being grade school and having kids that picked on me because of maybe my color. Black people pick on each other because they color, because it's called colorism. And I have scars from that, what I'm saying? And I'm pretty much, I guess you could say, the scars have healed and I'm able to be confident in who I am. But I remember Blackie, bird toast, and all that stuff, big lips and everything. Black people, our own people, can be so cruel, right? And I'm gonna talk about that on another podcast about colorism and how it affects the individual and the community, especially as African Americans. And we need to stop that. But I can remember getting picked on because of that. I can remember being a good friend to friends that really wasn't my friend. You know, they was either friends because I could do something for them. I filled the void for them for a particular time until maybe they real friends came on. And you know, my mom and my dad, they taught me and my brothers, you know, to have care, concern, and love, and be right, and treat people, you know what I'm saying, with good intentions, and not do things, you know, negatively and anything of that nature. So, you know, and I've always lived by that. And then I'm pretty, if you have gained me as a friend, I think that you have got someone that is a really, really strong friend, and a friend that's a friend for life. But I didn't have that by others. I didn't get that. And that trickled on into middle school or junior high when I was living in New Orleans. My dad was stationed down there. That trickled on into high school when I went to Okinawa, man. I had associates or people that I thought they was my friends, but they really wasn't my friends because, you know, a friend would never leave. A friend would always be around. And maybe you can say that they was there for a reason, for a season, but I know who my friends were. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really talk to people from high school, whether it's from young ladies or girls that I went to high school with, or even my quote unquote homies at that time, because I've learned to everybody moves in different directions, first of all, and then when I reflect back, the people that I was probably trying to be cool with, and Jay really wasn't my friend. So I've learned to be very selective in, especially men that I choose, that I allow them in my life, allow them around my family, and that I get personal with. And there's not a lot, there's a handful. So I want to get a shout out to one of my good friends, man, that over the years, man, we've been friends over 10 years, and we developed our friendship while we was in the Army, and now we both are retired. That's James Dale Merchant. He's my co-host that comes on Mondays, and he was here yesterday. And we have great conversations. See, a friend, and I had told him this, which he remembers, I don't want no yes man. I don't want a friend that is always going to tell me and just look at me and say, okay, that's great. I want a friend when I'm wrong to hold me accountable. I need somebody that's going to be to my left and my right, you know, my right-hand man, that's going to be like, nah, bro, that ain't it. And I'm okay with it, because I'm secure enough with who I am as a man not to take those moments as if, you know, they're tearing me down. I look at them as if they're trying to make me better, and they're trying to keep me where I'm heading because they know who I am, and they see the light and that God shines on me. So those are the type of friends that I want around me. I don't want the yes man. And then I don't look at people, if you're not telling me and holding me accountable, or teaching me, or giving me some enlightenment, then I don't consider that a friend. You know, because truthfully, the people that are close to you, that you think are your friend, that you hold close to you, sometimes they can be the demise of you. Sometimes individuals that you feel that have your back can be stabbing you in the back. Sometimes the people that you think that, you know what I'm saying, is your ride or die, that is your dog and everything, they the one that's going to lead you into the lion's den. So we have to be careful about who we keep close to us and everything. And only God knows, you know, because we're only human. Only God knows. So James Dale, man, I'm telling you, man, we had, right after the podcast, man, I'm going to be transparent because this is real talk, right? That's why I named this Real Talk with MRK, Martez Rafael Kirland, because I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be transparent, and this is a place to where I can be that. And sometimes you can't be honest with your own family because their pride, they may not want to hear the things that you're saying, and that's not supposed to come from you because that's not you. Well, you don't know who I am. I'm not little Tez no more. I'm not little Marty no more. I'm a 45-year-old man that has 4 kids, that has been through 3 marriages and 3 divorces and 2 custody trials, right? That has almost been kicked out of the Army with 10 days left in the Army and everything. That has been abused by my first wife, right? So my life and my mindset is different. That has been hurt by many different individuals that have came into my life that I had to kind of, stiff on and keep them away. So when you find a friend that you can be honest with and they can be honest with you and you can open up to without no judgment, that is a gift. That is a true gift that God has given you. That is another angel in your life. I mean, that is someone that you can, whether it's you can call your sister or your brother, but I consider him a brother because, as men don't sit in those type of emotional circles and be honest with one another because our pride, and therefore, and I'm talking about all men. We got groups and cliques and all that stuff and everything, and same as women do. And we walk outside our homes and with this protective shield on to try to be macho. But at the end of the day, we are all emotional creatures. We all have feelings. We all have thoughts. We all have pain. We all have scars. And my man James, man, he continued to find more things out about me because I know a lot of people ain't into astrology. I'm not really into it, but I like to, talk about it. I'm a Gemini. There's some truth in it. I'm a Gemini and I have many layers. A lot of people are like, oh, you're two-faced. No, Gemini has many layers. And we show those different layers in different environments that we feel comfortable in. And I'm able to show him who I am deeply. He's able to see my flaws, to see my scars, to see why and who I am today. And as I reveal more and as I reveal some of my traumas that I went through, he starts to understand me. And then he says some things that is pretty relevant in my life and that it still helps me. I didn't realize, and excuse me if I might get emotional, I didn't realize, because sometimes we think that we continue to move forward. And if we don't talk about certain things, we think that we are healed and we are actually not healed. Y'all don't understand that we are actually not healed. Just because you suppress those issues don't mean that you are healed from them. It's just that you just try to move away from them, you smother them and everything until something comes up to where guess what? They start to seek out. And then when they seek out, they're gonna hit you and slap you in the face quickly and everything, and you're gonna be in some deep trouble because you're gonna hurt. I didn't realize, 3 times, 3 marriages, man, and I never wanted to have that title. Never wanted to have that title. I was searching. And I didn't know who I was. I didn't know myself and everything. And I thought, love was, searching and getting someone to love you and have a family and everything. And just as long as I had a woman on my side, that's what I thought. So that's what I did. What I realized yesterday in talking to my good friend, my brother, my 24 years of my Army service was pain. See, a lot of people be like, oh man, you retired from the Army, 24 years, Master Sergeant. And I say it today, I could have got Sergeant Major. If I didn't have some mishaps in my marriages and depression and all that stuff, man, I would have made Sergeant Major 4 years before I made Master Sergeant. Guaranteed. That was my mindset. Guaranteed. And I still, through all the trials and tribulations that I went through in the career that I had, and still made it that far. God bless me. And I am still thankful to this day for that, because he didn't have to. And I know a lot of people don't make it to that level. It's not a given. So as me and my friend was talking, sorry. He was talking. What he made me realize as I was talking about my past, my first marriage, and then I started to reflect on all my relationships, all my marriages, and me getting custody of my kids and fighting for joint custody of my kids and going through that ordeal, I had to realize, like, I survived. I was just surviving. I wasn't even thriving as a soldier, and I still made it to where I made it. I was never able to be the best version of Sergeant Kirkland, Staff Sergeant Kirkland, Sergeant First Class Kirkland, and Master Sergeant Kirkland. I never could get there because of all the drama and trauma that I had. And my 24 years of service, what it reminded me of that. It reminded me of Fort Hood, Texas, and the drama that I went through with my first wife. So when I decided to retire, it was almost so I was releasing from that. I wanted to be released from that. I didn't want to think about it, and that uniform reminded me of that. I hate to say it. It was a surviving mechanism for me. It was a way for me to, of course, take care of my children and reach a level of security within my life. That's what it was for me. My man's, he made me really, I started to reflect on that, and I actually got emotional, man, and I was like, wow. I didn't have no big retirement. I didn't want a big retirement ceremony. You know what I mean? I didn't want all that. I wasn't like, yeah, I want to have a parade or have this big. I didn't really care for that. I just wanted peace. And I wanted to change. And I wanted to find Martez again. And I think I'm on that journey. I'm on that road. I'm heading in that direction. All right. So I thank you, James Dale Merchant. Thank you for being a good friend, man. So cherish your good friends, because everybody does. Some people don't find good friends. So that's the shout out for the day to all the good friends in the world. To all the good friends in the world. Hey, y'all keep doing y'all thing. Man, let's keep it moving, y'all. Keep it moving on. Hey, this, like I said, baby, this is Real Talk with MRK, Martez Rafael Kirland. I am your host, right? Hey, it's one day before Valentine's Day. Y'all know that? So if you got a love out there, a significant other, or someone that you want to tell them that, I guess you feeling them, tomorrow will be the day, right? That's what this world says, what society says, the holiday that they have implemented. This is the day where everybody got to say that they love someone, I don't get as much that excited about it, even though I do have someone that I love very much. But guess what? I don't need that day because I can do it any other day. But for the sake of the holiday, right, and the festivities, I will partake in it. I will partake in it. And this is when we go to the Poet's Corner, right? I spoke on this before. What is love? All right. On the eve of Valentine's Day, I want each and every one of you guys to really take a deep dive into your membrane, into your mind, and ask yourself, what is love? What is love? Everybody's going to say it's caring. It's a feeling, it's this, it's an action. Love is nobody. What is love? So I'm an artist. I do music. If you don't know, if you don't care, most people probably on my social medias, I know and everything, they don't really care because, people don't support people that they know. They only support the people that they don't know because they've already fixated in their head who you are and what you do. But as I've been doing this since I was a teenager, so I started writing poetry before I actually started doing music. So I gotta at the Poet's Corner on Real Talk with MRK, at least once a week, I write some poetry for y'all. And then this is the eve of Valentine's Day. I think this is the perfect opportunity to speak on it. Salt and pepper beard. Do you like it? I mean, yeah. I watched my diet. I diet a little bit. So this this work right here that I mixed up or wrote. It's called "What Is Love." I mean, that's the title of it. And hold on for a minute. Let me pause this background music right quick. All right, let's get to it right here. I want y'all to really, really listen to it. All right. And it may not be perfect, right? But I want you guys to really take into the words and the context to what I'm trying to portray and say, and ask yourself, what is love? And it goes like this. See, we live in a confined place where we think about what love is. Pursuing and finding the word love, the feeling, the emotions that we are unwilling to show in times of unsecure relations that have no room to grow. We give up protecting our space to stay at a place where we won't break because we fear the unknown. Never getting to know love and its joy because we run. We feel that the one that was supposed to love us mishandles our trust. So why is love so mysterious? Why do we feel pain when relationships become more serious? So we wonder, can love be within me? Can love see me? Can love hear and touch my soul and control my mind to commit to a spirit and not a fleshly bodily mold? Can love hold me and understand who I am as I fall and reveal my flaws through the journey I take to try to find love and find the spirit that will not let me fall? What is love? Is love just a word with neither real true meaning than just for us to hope and wish and pray that one day someone will care for us and portray the actions that will make us think in the way that this is love? Is love not real and just made up to make you feel an emotion that is only temporarily believable? Is this love? Is finding love even achievable, or is this just all a delusion? A place where it takes our mind to think that this is real, that we truly will find love. What is love? So that's my piece right there. And I want y'all to really, really kind of contemplate and sit back and reflect on that. When you out there and you're going to get gifts for the person that you say that you're loving, that you're caring for, really, really have those thoughts in mind and ask yourself that, because some people are in relationships. Some people think that they are in a relationship with someone that loves them. And that person that is saying, I love you, really don't know what love is and really don't know how to love themselves. So if they don't know how to love themselves, then they don't know what love is. How can they properly love you? And I'm going to leave you this on the Poet's Corner. If they don't love themselves, most likely they don't know God. And therefore they don't love God. And therefore their faith is probably not very secure. And their faith is shaken. To know love is to know God. And to love God is to be able to, because God will show you how to love yourself. And when you're able to love yourself, you're able to show and pour and care and show concern and love someone else. I'll just leave you with that. And we're going to keep it moving here. And that's the Poet's Corner by your boy Martez Rafael Kirkland, y'all. We're going to go move on to the current events. Usually I talk about sports and politics and everything, but I'm going to nix that. Because just this weekend, we had the Super Bowl, right? We had the Super Bowl, and who performed for the halftime show? I talked about this yesterday a little bit. Usher and Alicia Keys. Usher and Alicia Keys is the hot topic. That is what's trending right now. So we're gonna talk about it. So I've been seeing a lot of posts on Facebook. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was dope. I thought Usher, I thought Usher, hey, for the time that he put on a magnificent show, man. The brother did his thing, especially for the 40-plus-year-old man. I mean, hey, he showed out. So, he gave us he gave us some rejuvenated youth in it. So I'm definitely was feeling it. I definitely was feeling it. So Usher, man, hey, of course he's hey, king of R&B now. Hey, he's a legend. I mean, from dancing to singing to the performance, man. Hey, he's at the top of his game, man. He's doing his thing. So much love, man. Hey, Usher did his thing. But let's get back to the subject at hand. And we're gonna talk about this. I've seen so many different topics and posts and videos and lives, and they talking about people are really deep diving into the performance of Alicia Keys and Usher. I can't believe he was doing that. Have you been to one of his Vegas shows? Have you seen him in action? What makes you think that he wasn't going to do any different? That's what he is an R&B singer that appeals to who? He appeals to his audience. He appeals to the women. He's talking about love and love, sex, all that good stuff, right? Okay, Alicia Keys. We all know she is married to Swiss Beats, which Swiss Beats is a producer, rapper, entertainer, performer. So don't you think this man understands the game? Don't you think he understands that it's two creative artists that are on stage putting on a show in front of the whole wide world? In our society and the individuals that are in it, right? They're sensitive butts, right? They take everything so literally. Oh my goodness. Did you see what he was doing? He was all on Alicia Keys, right? They were performing. He didn't grab her butt. He wasn't gyrating on her. Okay, he hugged her from behind. But see, first of all, we got to know their history. We got to know what type of friendship they may have. It may not, it's not even like that. They were performing. And Swiss Beats came out just like to me, a strong man that is secure in his marriage, that know what the real is. He was like, y'all worrying about the wrong dang on thing. You need to be looking at the fire dress. See, and I guarantee you, don't you think the dress or the cape or whatever outfit that Alicia Keys had, you don't think that Swiss Beats didn't see that? You don't think that hey babe, this is what I'm gonna be wearing? How you think this look, babe? Her husband, that they have kids together, that man was probably, babe, go do your thing. You've been hiding for a while out, and look, this is your time to get right back out to become relevant again. Go out here and do you. Be sexy. And that's what she did. And Usher performed. The man was in his element and he performed. And of course, he probably had fun with, look, he ain't stupid. He knows she's a beautiful, beautiful, natural woman. Girl didn't have no makeup on. Girl didn't have no makeup on. Still look good. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like women with makeup on. They got to put like 2 pounds of makeup on and then when they take it off, they look like a totally different person. I need to see who you are. Let me stop. That's for another day. that is definitely for another day. But Usher, man, he performed. He didn't disrespect. I've seen, oh my goodness, he disrespected her. He was performing. That's all he was doing. So stop it. Stop the nonsense, everybody. Come on now. And this is the thing. Now that it has came out that Usher got married Super Bowl weekend to, I can't even know her name. I didn't know that he was involved with someone of that nature. Usher got married. Usher just got married. I think it was either the day before or the day of the Super Bowl. Do you guys know that? Do you guys know that? So if you thinking that this man is just this, he got to be this delirious. He's that idiotic that he's gonna go on there, gyrate on Alicia Keys and do all this stuff in a quote unquote disrespectful manner. And on the day of his wedding or the day after his wedding, see, that's what we do. We assume, we allege, we talk, and we gossip too much, and then we put our own viewpoints on something that has nothing to do with us, and we just won't talk. What I'm doing right now. y'all are that's to me is very minute and very shallow. And that's why, and see, this is the very reason why we have issues in relationships. The lack of maturity. I said on my Facebook in a post, and I said, what is the difference in two artists, creative artists, performing, because performing artists, videos is acting. What is the difference in two actors on set performing a love scene? Engaged in a heavy love scene. What's the difference? And it could be two individuals that are married, two individuals that are in a committed relationship. Tell me what's the difference. Go ahead, make a comment. Go ahead. Tell me what's the difference, because I want to know. See how us people are very pessimistic and negative. We want the drama. Like the drama. It's crazy, right? Don't make sense, man. It don't make sense. All right, let's go ahead and keep it moving. And next in current events, it's most likely in current events in the entertainment world, right? Because that's what y'all want to talk about, right? Mike Epps and Shannon Sharpe. Old Unk. All right, old Unk and Mike Epps, man. So Mike Epps and Shannon Sharpe, boy, they got some beef. So I seen the little clips of Mike Epps' comedy set that he did, and him talking about Shannon Sharpe and having his leg up in his tight pants, and I guess he allegedly said that he had he's I guess he's gay, but if you know that if you are in the industry, famous entertainment, you are a target. You're absolutely a target. You are subjected to so many different things, right? And someone of Shannon Sharpe's personality and what he does, my man got a little sensitive over what Mike Epps is a comedian. Shannon Sharpe is not. Mike Epps, Mike Epps, bro. He went on. I thought it was hilarious. And Shannon Sharpe went on to his podcast with him and Ocho Cinco. I guess cheering him on because he was talking about, hey, we got problems. You got problems, and all this stuff. When I see you on site, I see you on site. You know how Shannon Sharpe is. Then what you gonna say, and everything. We gonna see you all this stuff and everything. So Shannon Sharpe, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest, bro. If you were cool, if you were okay, and you knew that the stuff that he was saying ain't true, bro, you would have, hey, bro, I don't roll like that. Then you will understand that Mike Epps is a comedian. So guess what? You gave him ammunition to make himself relevant again. He wanted to, yeah. Yeah, he wanted to come on Shay Shay. And my guess, that's what he said. Big muscle dude. What type of name is Shay Shay? Hey Shay Shay. Hey. Oh man. Shay Shay. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't think about that, but hey, is Shay Shay in the house? That might be his alter ego. Let me stop, man. I actually like Unc, bro. I like him, man. I like Mike Epps, man. But Mike Epps put it out too. He was laying in his bed. He was like, I hear you. So you calling me out, and it's more like a threat. And he was like, got all those muscles. He's like, Mike Epps, like, I'm gonna be smart about it. I'll show up, and we definitely gonna talk. But it ain't gonna. He said, hey, we ain't doing this. I'm gonna have a little something for you. Y'all, hey, go watch the video with Mike Epps. Mike Epps said it. I got a little something for you. I'm gonna have something with me. That's what he said. Now Shannon Sharp was take that another way too. He can take that as a threat. But I said, ooh, it's getting real. Shay Shay and Mike, and Uncle Mike. Mike Epps, man, you been around too, bro. Mike Epps like that. Oh, that uncle that still won't be young, man. It's cool, right? So Shay Shay and Uncle Mike, they may throw down. I forgot. They said at the All-Star game. When is the All-Star game is I believe. Wait, is it next week? Next weekend. I can't wait for that. I'm definitely gonna be looking. I'm definitely gonna be tuning into that. I want to see it. And, they probably ain't gonna show it, but I want to see it. Hey, Shay, Uncle Mike, y'all go ahead and make up, man. Go ahead and make up. Hey, Unc, Shannon, Mike Epps was just playing. He was just playing, bro. Get over it, bro. Get over it, man. Don't get so bent out of shape, man. You're gonna pop out of your shirt, man. You're gonna have a heart attack with those dang on muscles, man. All right. But hey, that's the current events for the day, man. Let's move on. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Hey, you guys know, again, it is Black History Month. So we definitely gonna pay homage to the Black history. We definitely gonna keep it moving. And I got a Black history fact for y'all. Right? So the Black history fact is this is the Black history fact. And on interracial marriage is in the U.S. was overturned because of one couple in 1967. Right? And let me get that up. Where's that? There we go. Okay. Where's that? When that? It always. Oh, that's okay. Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong thing. This Black history fact. Inspirational quotes. Is this right here? If not, Hold on. Mm-hmm. um, was fighting for it, and they wanted to be able to love each other legally, which is crazy, and it tells you how far we came as a country and as a society and a people. I'm like this. I don't necessarily care for another person and who they love and who they choose to, because love comes in, I guess, so many different ways, and you can't stop someone from loving whoever they love, regardless of the color that it is. And if they can see past and they love someone that's outside their race, that's their prerogative. Now, for myself, don't judge me, man. I love, it's black women for me. My first priority, first preference, and everything. And I could never see myself probably being married to, a white woman and everything. There's so many differences in our relative relations that we don't have, and they can't understand. So for me as a black man, I would rather be with a black woman, my black queens and everything. That's just me. Hispanic women's okay, but at the end of the day, I'm more so going to sway to the black queens and everything. So I got to be able to come home and you're able to understand what I've went through and what I've seen and how I feel, and connecting that way. It's very important to me. Very important. All right, so let's go ahead and keep on, man. I know, again, I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. If you are looking at this podcast, this is pre-recorded, but hey, I'll make sure that I don't know what's going on, but hey, maybe it's the internet or something like that. I have to check the spectrum, right? But today's hot topic is insecurities in a relationship. Insecurities in a relationship, man. Let's talk about that. All right. What do y'all think? Insecurities in a relationship. What happens with a relationship when there's so many insecurities by one or... I'm gonna tell you this: the relationship will not last. The relationship will be probably toxic. Relationship will be not fun. With insecurity, and insecurity starts with individual, and also starts with the person that you are in the relationship with. How can you make that individual feel secure in the relationship so they don't have these insecurities? But sometimes, even when you have not done nothing, or you're doing these things to hopefully make sure that they are okay, that person still has insecurities. Relationships will become domestic. Yep, you're right, elevated. See, it talks about this in an article that I'm actually reading from. Insecurity involves feeling inadequate due to a lack of self-confidence. It can cause you to doubt your abilities, instincts, and relations. ships, making it difficult for you to believe in yourself and trust others. It's doubt. I am insecure with self. Something within my inner self does not feel confident and strong. So lack. There's lacking. There's something that is lacking, right? Insecurity can be painful, difficult emotions to experience. It can take a toll on your mental health as well as your relationships. And of course, it's going to take a toll on it, right? And so what are the signs? What are the signs of insecurities in a relationship, right? In romantic relationships, insecurities can drive you to unhelpful thoughts and behaviors, which can include, this is what it includes, right? Excessively checking up on your partner if you are not with them to determine their whereabouts. I need to know where you at. Where you at? I haven't heard from you in 10 minutes. You said that you was going to the store and you was going to be back in 30 minutes. It is now 35 minutes. Where are you? Right? Trusting your partner to stay faithful to you and constantly worrying that they are cheating on you. Now, this right here is because maybe two things happens. They have cheated on that person, and now that person has decided to stay within that relationship, right? So therefore now they are insecure of that person that they are in a relationship with because they are worried about them stepping out on them again. Or from a past relationship, it has been done to them, so they bring baggage with them to the new relationship, and that carries over, and it diminishes the new relationship, and it destroys it because of that insecurity. Feeling jealous of all the people in their life and resenting the other people they are close to. See, jealousy. Maybe that person has not done. You just have low self-esteem about who you are, your weight, how you look. Maybe you don't have the education that the other people that they are being surrounded by. So you are jealous of them. Not taking your partner at their word and wanting to verify everything they tell you. You don't trust them. An assessment of insecurities are a part of the healing process. If you don't have trust, you need to leave. Yeah, without trust, there's no relationship. Without any trust, there's no relationship. So if you don't trust a person, do both of you guys a favor. End it. Because it's going to get worse. Resentment is going to set in by the other person. You're going to begin to just lose yourself, go out of your mind. You don't trust them. Stop trying to make something that is not going to be. Feeling like your partner may break up. Feeling like your partner may break up with you at any time. You guys that a little argument or a disagreement. Oh my goodness! Don't you start to spiral? You panic and everything. I cannot be with a person of that nature. No, I cannot. Gotta go. I ain't gonna lie. I don't necessarily like to be with insecure people because I don't like to be questioned. Either you trust me or you don't. If I give you a reason, then and you decide to leave, so, and then the next thing is fishing for compliments and validation to try and feel more secure. I just gave you compliments and you want more because you're not secure in who you are. You're not secure. So you are fishing and wanting. Put it like this: no compliment or anything that I do is not good enough for you. It is not. See, if you've been in those type of relationships, the insecure relationships, they're not healthy. They're not good. They're not fun. They're not loving. Like someone said on TikTok, it becomes domestic. It gets scary, right? So the causes of insecurities in relationships, right? The causes, they are some of the potential causes of insecurities in relationships, according to Sabrina Romoff, right? An unpleasant previous relationship, like I've already said. So they become untrustworthy and because they treated them poorly, might hold on to those emotions and carry them into their new relationship. They have low self-esteem. I said that. People with low self-esteem may experience insecurities in their relationship because they may not believe they are either worthy of the love or support of their partner. They're not used to that. And maybe it stems from childhood. Press play for advice on building confidence. That's something I was reading. It comes from neglect and mistreatment. It comes from social anxiety. While many people experience some degree of social anxiety in situations like meeting, parties, dates, and large gatherings, some people have more severe forms that can affect their self-confidence in a relationship. And this goes back to my morning inspiration. Know yourself, find yourself, go on a journey with yourself to find who you are before you know how to love. It goes back to my poet corner. Know God. If you don't love God, how can you love yourself? If you don't love yourself, how can you love someone else? A fear of rejection. And I think we all have that in us. Most run to relationships to fulfill the void and not doing self-work, in which why, yes, you're right. Everybody wants a companion. Everybody wants to feel loved. Everybody wants, affirmation and physical touch, and they want to feel that desire. The same spirit in another body. That's Elevated Ashley says. Absolutely. Impact of insecure relationships. What are the impacts? What are the impacts? The impact of insecure relationships are mental health. Mental health, because at the core you believe you're not worthy, you're deserving of love and care. This can affect the romantic relationship as well as relationships with your friends, your coworkers, children, and family members, because you're constantly questioning your self-worth. So that's when maybe depression may seek in. You might accept poor, abusive treatment. So when you're insecure about self, you accept anything that comes to you, and you try to make it work, and because you don't believe that you are worthy of anything better. There's an impact on the relationship, right? Insecurities impact your relations by creating an imbalance. If you become more preoccupied with your partner, it is not providing, instead demanding reassurance or validation for your insecurities. So it says, ultimately, insecurity works like a self-fulfilling prophecy, because your fear of losing your partner can cause you to behave defensively and drive them away. That is the thing. Insecurities drive most people away. Insecure people drive the people that they say they love away. People don't want to live in relationships like that. People just, they don't. I'm just being honest. Just being honest with you, right? So tell me what y'all think. Comment it. Share it out. Hit me up, inbox me. You can reach me on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, MRK Dreams Big. If you guys want to go in more detail and have your viewpoint on it, and you want to talk about that. And this goes along with the hot topic of the day, insecurities in a relationship. The question of the day is being insecure good for your relationship? I think we answered that, right? It is not good. It is unhealthy. It's so much bad with just an insecure person. And that's why I can't be with an insecure person, not through all I have been through. And I think I've had my first marriage, man, because of how and the toxicity and the pessimistic and so many other things, the mental things that my ex was going through, and maybe where she came from, her past, her upbringing, and it drove a lot of, it was of course in to the direction of destruction and being divorced, and it was domestic violence. I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. Being accused of things that I didn't do, and it got tiring. It wore me out. I started to question myself. So the question of the day is: being insecure good for your relationship? No, it's not. Before you get in the relationship, work on yourself and work on those insecurities. And I know you're not going to get them all out and be perfect, but you got to do the work yourself. Don't get with someone hoping that they will do the work for you. Can nobody help you heal you? Meaning, can nobody heal you 100%? They can help you through it. Let me rephrase that. But don't put your insecurities so much on them where you push them away. I pray you have peace and happiness now with the one God has for you. Absolutely. I appreciate that, Elevated Ashley. So sweet. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. I remember that, man. Man, I'm telling you, man, we coming to a close. We coming to the end of Real Talk with MRK for the day. And I'm telling you, man, I really feel that, we talked about a lot. We shared a lot. I hope I'm informed you guys with a lot that you guys can actually reflect on, you can retain, and you can look back on and say, wow, I've learned something today. And from that, I am going to take this information that I've received, I've gotten, and I'm going to go make myself better, and I'm going to apply it in my life. And this is what the Real Talk is all about, man. Coffee in the morning, man, where we just enlighten each other. We have fun, we laugh, we cry, we embrace each other, and we learn. And in closing, as I go ahead and get ready to get out of here, understand, know who you are. Find out who you are, or at least find out the road that you need to take to get to know who you are and who you want to become. Because if not, you could be spinning in a circle and never find that person. And if you can never find that person and know who you are, understand this. It's hard to love. It's hard to love on somebody else when you are not really understanding who you are and loving yourself. And another thing is, shout outs to all the good friends in the world. Show your friends you appreciate them. Good friends are important in each other, in our lives. They do a lot. I know a lot of people like family. No, family, because there's distant family, and there's family, but family don't really know you because they ain't been around you, and they just say that the word "I love you" because they are blood. And yeah, we grew up back then, or we was together when we was young, but you don't know who I am, and you grow apart. So you are genetically inclined together because of the blood and genetics. And understand this: love has no color. Love has no color. So don't bash or look down on anybody that is dating outside their race. Be happy for them. Because regardless of if you agree or not, guess what? I think God does. And understand this: being able to find and know who you are, being able to have good friends around you as a good support system, being able to love who you want to love, it also provides security. And being secure within self Now you're in a safe place. So always remember that. Hey, again, I'm Martez Rafael Kirkland, your host. This is Real Talk with MRK. Still got my coffee right here. Coffee in the morning, man. Until next time, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. You guys, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Go out there and get your flowers. Go out there and get your gifts, man. Don't be put in the doghouse. Hey, you guys have a blessed day. And hey, bye.